friends, welcome back. All right, so today I am going to do some more glass nails. Only this time I'm not going to use the black like I did for Wicked. I'm going more for an ice baby look, if you know what that means. So we're going to start with getting my nails ready as usual. I'm using the regular extra short. The short coffin nails were so long, I couldn't function. It was crazy. I don't know how those women do it. I am not one that can manage that, so be it. So I'm gonna get my nails on here, and then we're gonna get started. The color I'm gonna use is from the Waterlight collection from Born Pretty, and it's color number 1. So I hope this color works for the way I think it's going to. You know how it goes. Sometimes things are not as we think, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to work the way I hope it does. And then that way we'll be in good shape. So let me get my nails here all put on, and then we'll get started. As with gel nails, the first thing we need to do, of course, is do a base coat. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Get our base coat on there. I'm using my Model 1s, still have plenty of that left, so I haven't changed anything crazy there. So we'll get this on there, and hopefully it'll all look good. So how's everybody doing on their Christmas shopping? I think I am almost done. I got a couple small things yet I got to get for my husband. He is the hardest person to shop for. I just, you know, we've been married 25 years now, and I still don't know what to get him for Christmas. Once in a while I get really lucky and I find something that is just like spot on, but most of the time I have no idea what to get him. So it's hard. He's a hunter. He likes to go hunting. He likes to fish. He likes to do all that. So when he needs those kinds of things, usually he's already got them, or you know, so it's like, okay, well, what do you need? What do you want? And it's just incredibly hard. All right, so we're gonna stick these in, and I'm gonna cure these for 60 seconds. Okay, and while we're doing that, we're gonna get our Born Pretty Waterlight cat magnet. So, and they sent a magnet, but it's not my favorite, so I'm gonna grab my other one. Okay. And maybe it's the same, I don't know, but I'm gonna put it on here like this, so maybe it'll be easier to use than trying to hold it right next to it. So once these come out, we'll start doing these one by one, and when I finish one nail, I will go ahead and flash cure it for 10 seconds to hold the glitter, the magnets in place so that they don't separate. Here we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is start with our thumbnail here and go ahead, and because I want to make sure that this color stays on, well, I think this is the color. It may be a little bit more silver than I wanted. I wanted something a little blue, and I'm not sure I got it, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is, that's pretty good and thick. I'm just going to kind of put this around here, push it up on this side as well, just a little bit, so I get that center cat eye look the way I want. And then I'm gonna flash cure it for 10 seconds, just to hold those in place. And then I'm gonna do that for all 5, and then I'm gonna go back and do a full 60-second cure, and then I'm going to do a second coat. So right now I'm just gonna put that over there to the side. It's flash cured so that the magnets won't go anywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and do the second finger here. And I'm putting this on kind of thick because I wanna make sure that I have good magnets, good coverage and all that. So just gonna kind of keep doing this general idea here. And hopefully this will work. I really loved my Wicked nails, but They were so long, I couldn't use them. It was crazy. So I'm hoping this works for me. We'll see. We'll get to that. So anyway, so go. We'll get these done. And I can't stress enough, you want to make sure you get your sides. There we go. That pushed up. Get these. I need to get another one of those single holders because it works so well when I'm doing cat eye. I can just throw one in real quick and flash cure it, and then I like to have the extra base underneath to hold the nail. I have found that if I just hold the regular holder, sometimes I get stuff all over me. So I like to have that extra space here that I can hold the nail and keep my fingers away from it a little bit more. There we go. Still doesn't mean I'm not going to have issues, but there we go. Flash that, and then we're going to get ready to do the pinky. And then because I'm obsessed with snowflakes, I'm going to do some more snowflake art on some of these as well. And I think I'm going to do some chrome art on these. So we'll see how that works. I don't want to cover up the cat eye too much, but I want a little bit of stamping or designs on these. So, okay. All right, so those have all been one coated. We're gonna go back and second coat everything now. And when I second coat these, I am gonna do it for a full 60 seconds. So, and it's more of a silver than I anticipated. I'm just gonna run this over. I don't wanna do complete in the middle cat eye like I did last time. So I'm gonna throw that in. I'm gonna flash cure it and then do them all for 60 seconds. That way I'm not waiting forever for one of these to get back. There we go. So that's been flashed. I think this is more silver than what I was anticipating. I was anticipating a color that was a little bluer than this. So it is what it is. Someday I'll find the blue color I'm searching for, but this is not it, but that's okay. You know, it's always a trial and error, especially when you are buying colors off the internet. And of course, I got all of these from Amazon. And it's always just kind of a guessing game as to what the color's actually going to be. So I don't get too excited about it. But just a little bit there. Flash cure that. They're definitely pretty, except they're more silver than blue. But that's okay. We can work with that. we can work with that. Flash that one real quick. All right. Okay, now I'm going to cure all these for a good 60 seconds so we get them nice and dry. I might even do 90 because for me 60 still seems to be not quite dry enough. I don't know. But since I'm going to put a top coat on afterwards, I think I'll go ahead and do 90 just to be safe. And then what we'll do is we'll get ready to do a little bit of chrome stamping, I think is what I want to do. So while those are doing that, I'm going to get my other supplies. Okay, I've got some supplies here. I'm not completely done. I still need to find the plates I want to use. But here we go. We've got our silver. They're still looking pretty. Still looking pretty. I mean, you know, hey, I'm not going to say no to them. All right. So we're going to top coat these bad boys. And that way everything's good to go. And we'll bake them for 90 seconds. And then we'll get started with our next application here. So let's go ahead and top coat these. So that we're ready to go. Okay, so while those are cooking, I'm gonna get the plate that I'm planning on using. Okay, originally I thought I was gonna do snowflakes, but then when I was thinking here, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do something that's maybe represents wind. So I've got this swirl plate from Maniology, M357, and I think some of these can kind of look like, you know, wind swirls, and then I can put a few snowflakes around. So I think that's what I'm gonna do first. So hopefully this will work. Okay, all right, so these are all cured. They're all good and dry. So that's good. Right. So what I'm gonna do at this point in time is I am going to work on trying to figure out what I want to do as far as wind swirls. So got a couple ideas. So if you've never chrome stamped before, it can be tricky. So the things I recommend you have are, number one, alcohol prep pads, because you do not want to use acetone on your stamper. So there's that. Of course, your trusty handy dandy paper towels are a must. Okay, so what we'll do first is we are going to take a little bit of chrome. I've got this really dark blue chrome powder that I've had for a while. And what you're gonna do first is you're gonna take that and you're gonna put it on top of your stamper. And once you pick a chrome stamper, you'll see it's gonna leave it a little bit cloudy. So just use the same one. Don't ruin all your stampers this way. So, okay, so we got some chrome on there right now, right? Okay, so we've got our nail here. What I'm gonna do next in order to help with the chroming is I'm gonna use a matte top coat now, and I'm gonna matte this, okay? And I'm gonna make sure I get it all over the nail, make sure the whole thing is good and covered in that matte top coat, and then I'm gonna stop it or put it in here and bake it for 60 seconds, okay? In the meantime, What we're going to do is we are going to get some of our wind back. So we're going to pick some windy looking swirls on this plate, which I think it all looks like wind in some respects. So that's what we're doing here. I'm going to take our Ice Cube stamper here that I've used before for glitter, or for chrome, I'm sorry. It's actually chrome, and put on here. Okay. And rub it in, just like you would any chrome. Then I'm going to take and get, like this one here maybe. So we'll do this one. Okay. And we will scrape. And then we're just going to take this and pick up our image. Okay. Just like we normally would. And then we're going to pick up the excess that we don't want. Take our stamp, our nail here, which is now all, and this is kind of where it becomes tricky because you can't see your stamp as well through the dark chrome. But there we go. The process is that the wet paint sticks to the mat and the chrome does not. Okay, so what we're going to do at this point is we are going to put a little bit of smudge-free top coat on that because I don't want that getting smudged. And I know that sounds silly, but it's true because if you're not careful, it will smudge. You just want to very carefully put that over there. And if you see that, your shine comes back. All right. So once that's dried, I'm going to put a regular gel top coat back on that. And that will be part of my wind. So ice, ice, baby, it is cold. All right. So there we go. And another alcohol pad here and clean off my stamper again. And like I said, make sure it's really dry. It wipes right off. And then use this for the next one. I just put it on my towel here and just kind of dry it off. Make sure it's good to go. All right. So while that is sitting there drying, I'm going to know I'm going to have to go back and top coat everything. So go ahead and go in with the matte on this one as well. Okay. And make sure you get the whole thing. 60 seconds. Voila. And then I'm going to pull in a little bit of snowflakes. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready to go again. And it's really weird how much I like snowflakes and snowman because I hate snow. But there you go. There we go. And at any point in time you want to, after you've done some of that, you can, but I would be very careful to not touch your nails after you've matted them, because what will happen if you touch the top of them is that oils from your fingers will get on there, and that will really impact your ability to do your chrome stamping. Okay, so back to some black polish here. Scrape that off. Roll our stamp like usual. And just pick up the excess that we don't want. Not that there's much, but there may be a little bit. All right. Then we're going to take this and we're just going to put it right on our nail here. And again, the only thing that should stick is the paint with the chrome. Yeah. Top coat it with some smudge free. down there because that's where we want that. All right, now I'm gonna do something different on this next nail. I'm gonna use it more as obviously an accent nail. So I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Go ahead and wipe this off. Since this is just alcohol, it doesn't hurt my current mani at all. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this next one is I am going to chrome it. Even though we've got the silver on there, I'm gonna do this and see what happens. This is all about experimentation. Look at that, how well that chromed up. And make sure you get your sides so you don't have crazy sides there. And you want to get that rubbed in really well. And again, I recommend using this, or if you have some silicone, but not your fingers on this, because it might just kind of ruin the effect. Look at that. Look at how chromy that is. Chromy, for crying out loud. But that's what I want to do there. Again, I'm going to use the smudge free. And then, like I said, everything's going to go back and be top coated. But I just want to make sure nothing happens to that finish, because I'm really liking that blue finish. Just a nice accent nail right there. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and matte our pinky. All right, so we want to do a little bit more with the, so let's find, like this little small one right here is about perfect. Kind of matches what we've already done. So we're gonna go back and get a little bit of our blue chrome and put it right in here. Okay, because this is a very small design, so we don't need as much. So I'm just gonna kind of put that right there. Hopefully you're seeing what I'm doing. There we go. Do that. Clean it up. I don't want the word maniology on my nails. And then again, I'm just going to take this, I'm going to put it right in the center of our pinky nail. Voila, look at that. A little bit of smudge free. You can see I got a little bit of blue down here, probably because I had touched it or bumped it with my hand in some fashion and got a little bit of oil on it. That's why it didn't, but there we go. All right, I don't know why I put that on there. It's gonna go on here. Okay. So, all right, so we're gonna top coat everything and then cook it for, I like to cook mine for 90 seconds when I'm finished. So I'm gonna top coat this. So what I'm gonna do is put top coat on everything, and then and it's okay now because that smudge free has had time to dry on top of these. And my extra lamp just died on me, so I apologize. But hopefully you can still see everything. Now what I'm going to do here is I am going to actually hold these upside down for about 10 to 15 seconds to let some of that gel polish level. This is a trick I learned from watching somebody else, because sometimes if I'm not careful, I get little bubbles on the side of my nails, and so I'm hopeful that maybe this will prevent that from happening as much. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to stick these in and let them cook, like I said, for 90 seconds and see where we're at. All right, so, and in they go. So what did I use for that look? Primarily just regular run-of-the-mill base coat, top coat, matte top coat, which is the key for chrome stamping. Black Maniology, just straight up black. I used Born Pretty. It was Water Light #1 and Smudge Free top coat along with my glitter. So we'll see how this comes out. As soon as it pops out, I'm pretty excited. I kind of like it. And I need to do some more Christmassy because I've kind of been in the winter funk for some reason. And these are all perfect for winter for the next, 3 months of my life. But I really wanted to try this glass effect again. And so that's why I went with this. All right, here we go. Here's the finished product. Look at that. And our nice glassy thumbnail. Some wind, some snowflakes, some more wind. Oh, and this chrome is gorgeous. Look at that. So that is next week's mani. So I'm pretty happy. I don't see any huge blobs of gel on the side. So hopefully that leveling trick worked. If you like this, let me know. Give me a like or a comment or whatever. Ideas, if you have any ideas for additional videos. Said my Maniology December box, Mani by Me, is supposed to be in tomorrow, Tuesday at the latest. So hopefully I will be able to do that video this month. Just in time almost for the next month, but that's okay. So here we go. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. Everybody stay safe out there. Have happy holidays. Bye.